Here to kick things off are the Saturdays. But who will they be voting for? There's only one way to find out. Take it away, ladies.
Hi, we're the Saturdays, and we're here to tell you that Britney Spears is the world's greatest pop star.
First time I saw Britney Spears when she had her first single, it was just like a hit in the face. It was like, oh my God, everyone wanted to know who she was. Everyone was talking about her. That was like one of the first singles that I bought.
Because she was young and she was sweet, but she kind of, when she came out in this school uniform, it was like this sexy image as well. It was like a really cool mix.
So check this out. This is where it all started. This is Baby One More Time.
We're all pretty big Britney fans, but I think it's safe to say that Molly, you are definitely the biggest fan, aren't you? Why is that? Why are you such a big fan of Britney's?
Well, I feel like she's such a nice person. And like we could kind of relate to her because she was really nice. And then like I just love her music and her performances, like the one with the snake and
the snake
one in, like,
was the best.
Remember when she did Oops, I Did It Again? I was like, oh my God, I love this girl.
She's a proper pop star, isn't she? She's like, when you think of a pop star, that is what you think of.
Completely.
She's got like the true X Factor. That's what she's got. Every young girl wanted to be her. You know? She's just every young girl's dream.
She wasn't too sexy that you couldn't want to be her. It's not like she aims at really young kids or really old people, and she's kind of like, she's untouchable.
She appeals to kids like this big, like what you're saying. And then like your dad kind of, do you know what I mean? Like everybody in the family can kind of
My dad loves a bit of Oops, I Did It Again.
So if Britney wasn't already the perfect pop package, her squeaky clean romance with Justin Timberlake certainly sealed the deal. Definitely a pop match made in heaven.
I love Justin Timberlake.
No, me too, and I was so jealous when she said
I know, and then when they split up, it was like the saddest thing ever. They were like the perfect couple, and like you just kind of thought, well, if Justin and Britney can't make it, then no one can.
And don't you remember when they wore to the awards, they wore their denim matching outfit combo?
It was really weird, wasn't it, when he then brought out Cry Me a River, because everybody knew there was about her, But it was kind of a freaky video as well. He was like hanging around the shower and stuff, so I hope that didn't actually really
We thought he was nice before that.
But it was just so like, it was so weird that their relationship then just became the talk of the town, wasn't it? Like everybody wanted to know about it, what was going on.
So many good tracks to choose from. What do you think? Which one would you say is your favourite one?
There's just so many.
Yeah, it's really hard. But I think it has to be Toxic. Definitely.
Toxic.
It was like the one that, even if everyone wasn't like a massive Britney fan,
they were converted.
It
with
was
that.
such a huge track. It was, you know, the outfit,
with the crystal.
it was
And the air hostess, and she's like going along, and she drops that thing. She's like, ooh.
And she's got like about a million different wigs in it, all different characters,
And the secret agent, like.
I know, everything's like a feature film.
Yeah.
We've gone back to school to celebrate the pop legend that is Britney Spears. She first hit the scene dressed in her now iconic schoolgirl's uniform and has since gone on to become a global sex symbol, an important ingredient for any pop star.
Sexy hair, I'll shake, shake my thing.
It's just true, like sex sells, and Britney definitely is very, very, very sexy and in such a really good way.
in a good
as well.
way. That's the key ingredient. I think with being sexy, you don't want to just
Trashy, it's not trashy.
No, it's not too trashy.
There is a lot of that out there, and people don't warm to that.
All the guys fancy her, plus all the girls
want to be her.
What it is with Britney is, you know, every single video she tries something completely different, and she's got a new look for everything, and every single look that she does has now just become so iconic. Especially when she was first out, everyone at school would, you know, you'd dress up as Britney Spears if it was non-uniform day, you know?
She reinvented herself every time with a brand new iconic outfit. The red latex outfit, remember that one as well? For Oops, I Did It Again. And then Slay For You, the oil and the grease in her hair. Even we tried that with work a little bit. We're kind of going, we want to go for the Slay For You look in work, you know?
There's no denying that Britney Spears is a sex symbol, and her dance routine certainly helped this. I think there's such an important part to making her the world's greatest pop star, don't you?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, everyone remembers all the dance moves from her videos and stuff.
Yeah.
I know you do.
I remember kind of growing up when Oops, I Did It Again came out and she was doing that dance routine. She was like, oops, and then she's doing all this, wasn't she?
Yeah.
Knew that one down to the T.
Still remembers.
What a dude.
This one's cool. I used to try and make up my own because, you know, I thought,
Oh no.
I've got the moves.
Give her a run for her money, eh, Frank?
Yeah.
We always talk about the one in Crazy when she goes, stop.
Stop! And she's on like the chair thing.
Yeah.
That's good. And my favourite was Stronger as well. She does a bit with the chair and a
She jumps up on it.
Yeah. And it spins round. That's cool.
Yeah, and then she lies under it and it like flicks up on her.
She just properly goes for it. I don't think there's many other women artists out there that put on a proper show. And she dances like a dancer instead of, you know, a singer that can dance a bit.
I remember when she came out with the Give Me More video. And it was a bit like of a shock. She was pole dancing. It's quite full on, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was quite overtly sexy.
Yeah.
She's kind of always shocking, but she's not really done anything like that before.
There's no doubt that Britney is one sexy lady, which is another reason why I think she's the world's greatest pop star.
So what do you reckon is her sexiest video?
Slave for You. Definitely.
Yeah.
She looks so hot and her hair's all sweaty and everything.
Yeah, and she's all sweaty.
And her skin and you know, the dancers.
And they all lick her on the face. And
She's got her knickers over her jeans.
I know, that is so random, but it worked. And the dance routine is like the best dance routine ever.
And she's got the best abs ever.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it's like a lot of that deep breathing and stuff as well. It's just very sexy. So here's Britney in what has to be her hottest ever video. We're here in a Mayfair members club where Britney has been partying recently when she was in London. It's like everywhere she goes, she's photographed walking outside the club and probably right up until when she's tucked in bed. It's
horrible.
It's like they follow her everywhere. She's hounded. Like she can't just go to the club have a good time, but they're
Have a
waiting
sneaky
for her.
kebab on the way home. No. She can't do any of the good stuff.
She can't even walk properly, I'd say. There are just so many of them in her face. Must be really
I don't
tough.
envy that.
No.
No way.
Press-wise, she couldn't do better for attention.
Yeah.
Like, for what she's got, people like, you know, celebrities that go on reality TV shows and all that kind of thing are fighting to get like an inch of what she's got, like press-wise.
She's constantly in the magazines and in the press, even if it's just walking down to get herself her frappuccino.
Well, exactly. Every single move that Britney has, you know, everyone wants to know about it, and I definitely want to know about it. You see a picture and you're just intrigued, you're drawn to her.
I think Britney gets so much press attention because I think everyone liked the idea of her being this sweet, innocent girl, and like, you know, like she always sings about it in her song, like she's like the American dream.
Yeah, she came from a small town. She was a little girl with a big voice. As she has said in her song, everybody wants a piece of Britney Spears, and that's what makes her the biggest pop star in the world. There's so many normal people, like everyday people in their normal jobs that probably their lives are probably more hectic than hers, but because she's in the spotlight, it's like we're watching like it's like a reality TV program all based on her real life.
And we all want to watch it, don't we?
So what do you think is the reason that the press are so interested in Britney?
Britney Spears, when she first emerged onto the scene, nobody had seen anything like it. Not only was she really beautiful, but she obviously appealed to the younger audience, but then there were a lot of older fans that were generated. People were instantly fascinated with her life, particularly because it seemed to be kind of sweeter than sweet. It's too good to be true.
I remember even like right from the beginning, she was on the front covers of like all the magazines. How do you think that kind of helped her image?
Well, Britney Spears moved straight away from someone who was this young teeny pop star to somebody who everyone across the world over knew all about.
What do you think have been like her most memorable press stories and that kind of thing?
I think one of the things that people are fascinated about Britney are her relationships, which, you know, because that means we can all relate to her.
Sometimes a girl just needs one.
Firstly, when she was going out with Justin Timberlake, which was the best relationship ever, and I still wish they would get back together.
Everyone wants them.
I know. Then she made a few mistakes, so she got married to some guy that she apparently knew from school, Jason Alexander, and I remember coming into the office and everyone was talking about the story and it was just like, what? You don't imagine a celebrity doing that, just getting married on a whim. And then obviously when she went out with K-Fed, her dancer, and I think you've got a picture of it here where she was on the beach with K-Fed. This was one of their first public outings together and they look really happy.
It's so weird as well because she's kind of like walking towards them all, and it's like how can she just ignore them?
That just shows the extent of her stardom. You know, there'll be photographers that are on Britney watch 24/7, and she
everywhere.
She has to get used to it, and that's you know. So you have to really feel for her. So she was with K-Fed, had 2 sons with him, and then when she split up with him, obviously that's when things started to go a bit out of control.
How much does it actually help your sales if she's on the front of your magazine?
Well, she sells quite a lot of magazines, put it that way. I mean, I think the problem is there's so many magazines out there that you need to have the right story. So it's not just a picture of Britney, but she is one of those sort of celebrities that she steps out of her door and something dramatic happens. You know, there's never a quiet week with Britney. Whether it's positive or negative, there's just always something going on.
I remember like the first time we got papped, and it was just. I was so excited at the time. I was like, oh my goodness, like there's a pap here.
Yeah, at first it's really exciting.
And then, and then it just...
And then they try and follow you home.
Yeah, I had one outside my house the other day. That was really weird.
She actually uses it to her advantage now, though, so she gets them to do little chores for her, so she will get them to go and buy her a coffee, because she probably can't go in herself.
We need some of those.
She got one to go and buy her some tampons once from the petrol station. So, yes, if they're going to follow her around, she might as well use them.
Yeah, awesome.
Do you think, all this that we've been talking about just proves that she is the world's greatest pop star?
Yeah, I don't think there's anyone to rival Britney at the moment in the stakes of world's greatest pop star. She should have that crown.
I think she definitely
totally agree. As we've just been discussing, obviously the press have played a massive part in Britney's life, and she tells us about it in her video for Piece of Me. So take a look at this.
Britney's life has always been scrutinised through the eye of a paparazzi lens, which is quite scary. I don't think it's been the best for her. I think.
No, I don't think so. I just think, wow, it's so much pressure.
Do you know what the worst thing is now? Is Twitter. Twitter is like the root of all evil. I love Twitter and I do Twitter, but they take quotes and turn them into stories.
It's like
in the
a
newspaper.
press dream now.
It's like,
they don't have to go fish for it.
I know.
It's there, and I think for someone like Britney, because she has grown up with it, she's probably learned to stop what she's saying, and I think that's probably why she's, she's gone through the whole breakdown and stuff, because she's obviously been carved out in the public eye to this perfect
image
young girl when she was younger. And people get older and they change. There's loads of people that get married and get divorced, and loads of young people that have kids.
When it's Britney.
Yeah, but because it's Britney, it's the end of the world, and I think that's what is hard for her.
We've been taking you through the life of Britney Spears and telling you why she deserves to sit at the top of the pop pile. Well, one reason for me anyway is because she's definitely the comeback queen. I mean, like, Womanizer, that song was just...
Oh, it was amazing.
Total comeback queen.
I just don't think you could ever really underestimate what Britney's going to do next. Bang.
That Womanizer, I just watched that video and I was like, Britney is back, and she's back like the old Britney.
She shocked everyone with this video, I think. I don't think, there were loads of people saying, they didn't know whether she was going to come back on top, and she's just proved everybody wrong, and that's what we all love about Britney.
A very strong woman as well in that, especially that secretary's outfit, and she's like telling the guy, you're a womanizer, and you'd love to know who she's actually talking about as well.
But she's doing now what she is the best at doing, and that's performing, and she's just great, and everyone's glad that she's come back on top.
She's heading that way now again, so keep going, Britney.
With her adoring fans and loyal fans backing her, there was never any doubt that Britney was going to make a massive, massive comeback. And, in my opinion, in our eyes, she's like one of the world's greatest pop stars. But I think everyone loves her, and I know you love her majorly.
Yeah.
But I think it's because she's just normal. She just seems like a normal girl that you'd meet next door or something.
I think Britney's fans are so loyal because I think when she first came out, they were quite young, the fans, and they've grown up with her. And I think the music has that's grown up as well, don't you?
She.
I think fans have kind of helped the comeback in every way that they can. They're so devoted. And I think they're still there every time. Like, I know this time when she came over to London, there were so many fans waiting outside her hotel. And I remember, she posted on her Twitter, she's like, thank you so much to everybody for coming to see me. And I think it's just stuff like that, as well as...
She's just really well received, isn't she? Wherever she goes.
I'm just the biggest Britney fan in the whole world, I think, aren't I?
I think so.
Yeah.
I definitely agree with that. When I first stayed at Molly's house, there was a picture of Britney in the bathroom and a picture when I went to sleep of Britney.
That has gone now.
Oh, has it?
Yeah.
Oh,
The reason it
sad.
had to go up was because it was a favourite poster of mine and there wasn't room for it in the bedroom.
So she put it on the back door of the bathroom and I went to sleep at night and Britney was watching me on the wall. I was like, night Molly, night Brit.
Okay, now I look really, really sad.
Yeah, but they were nice pictures.
They
to be
were
fair
though,
to
weren't
you.
they, to be fair?
I don't know about having them next to your bed nice, but they were definitely nice pictures.
Everyone's like, Molly, what would you say if you met her? And I was like, I don't know, I'd probably just be...
She'd be scared.
I'd
She wouldn't
faint.
say anything.
Yeah.
You went to the circus tour for your birthday, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. I went on my birthday with my family and it was so good. I couldn't wait to see her because she's obviously been through so much since we saw her last
And
time.
it was like the comeback.
The comeback,
Is
yeah.
she going to be good? Is she not going to
Yeah,
be?
and there was such a kind of a build-up before she came on stage, like all these circus acts, and everyone's like, oh, come on, like just come out. And then she came out and she looked amazing, and her hair looked amazing. Okay, guys, so it's time now to check out some of Britney's biggest fans, a little bit like me, but just a little bit crazier.
I might see Molly on there.
Shut up.
So we're at the end of the show, but we do have time to say Britney Spears should be the world's greatest pop star simply because she's amazing. She looks good, she seems nice, she can sing, she can dance.
She's got the best
She's
video.
got it all.
Yeah.
She's got so much more to give.
Yeah, she's the whole package.
Yeah.
Vote for Britney.
Vote for Britney.